Hey, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. We'll be doing solo exercises, but I know that some of you have a partner to work with at home. My kids, Carl and Henry, and the Showell family. You've got some people in your house that maybe you want to do something with together instead of just solo. So I thought I'd start today with an introductory video for the 16-step. 16-step is a partner demonstration, a partner demonstration drill that we do. That is basically 15 different, it's called the 16-step, there are only 15 of them, 15 different defenses against a right front kick, right front punch combination. So the attacker is always going kick, punch, and then this is sort of demonstrating a variety of different defenses. Some are kicks, some are punches, some are throws, some are joint locks. It's a really nice thing, one, to practice with someone and get good at a particular set of moves, sort of get some polish to some techniques, but also a good way to show off if you're ever someplace and someone says, hey, so what is Yongmudo anyway? This is a good thing you can pull out if you have a partner there to be like, okay, well, here's some demonstrations we can do with each other. Over on the Philly Yongmudo channel, which I'll put a link to below, Rob has put together a set of some of the 16-step in a slightly more technical video tutorials. These are clearly aimed more towards people who sort of already know what's going on, and this is more about the technical details of each one. But I thought for people in my class who we either have done it only a couple times or haven't seen it all yet, I start today with a sort of real basic tutorial on the first couple of them, and something you can do at home. Obviously, we'll take out any of the throws, so you'll just set up for the throw instead of actually throwing someone on your own wooden floor or whatever. But we'll start from there. Okay, so we're going to start with what happens in 16-step. First, if you're demonstrating to someone with a partner, you line up with your partner and bow to the people that are watching you, and then you turn to each other and bow. And then what will happen is whoever's going to be the attacker is going to take a nice, good fighting stance, right? So shoulder width depth, knees bent, hands up. You're the attacker, so you're going to look aggressive, and you're going to key up, yell, and that says, "I'm ready to go." So you go, "Tap!" And at this point, you wait. Now the defender, the person who's going to be on this side, right, they will also take their stance, and they'll adjust the distance that they think is a good distance between them and the person attacking them. If they need to, they can switch sides or think about which blocks they're supposed to be doing for this one. Ideally not, though. Get set, and they'll key up back, so the attacker will key up, the defender will key up back, tap, and that says, "I'm ready to go" also, and then the attacker will start the attack. So you bow to each other, you get set, attacker, tap, defender, tap, and then you go on with the whole technique. So what the attacker does, as I mentioned before, is a nice, good right front kick, boom, right to the midsection of the attacker, and then a front punch, or what would be, it's sort of a jab, except because you're moving forward from the kick, it's a little more of a sort of a traditional formal front punch. And that front punch should be coming right at their chin or nose level. Now, the faster you attack, the faster the other person has to defend, so especially in the beginning, take it nice and slow. Remember, this is a demonstration, so as the attacker, you're trying to make the defender look good. So you obviously don't want to be kicking out here and doing funny things or going, so fast that they can't do anything. You want nice, calm, deliberate attacks the other person can see and block. And you're looking for, at this point, especially at the beginning, control rather than, say, speed or power. Speed and power will come, as you practice this with someone. But for the moment, nice, good, front kick, front punch. All right, let's practice that a couple of times. Kick, punch. And this is one of those things, because it's a demonstration drill, we always do it on the right side, until you get to about black belt level, and then we'll ask you to do it on the left side too, with the person attacking at their left side. But for the moment, when the attacker attacks, it's always going to be the right side. Right kick, right punch. Right kick, right punch. Try that a couple more times until you're comfortable with that combination. Right kick, right punch. Now the defender, what they do will depend on which 16-step they're demonstrating. So it depends on what technique they're going to show afterwards. For the first two that I'm going to show you today, what they're going to be is you're going to start with left foot forward, right foot back. You're going to step back. So you're going to take your left foot and step back, so your right foot will end up in front as they kick. So as the kick comes in, I'm going to step back and do a down block. Block the kick. So I'm here. I'm going to key up to say I'm ready. Tap. Step back and down block. And into out block on the punch. So step back, block, block. Left foot forward, right foot back, step back, block, block. Block, block. One of the other ones I'll show you today is going to do the opposite. It's going to be right foot forward, left foot back. And I'm still going to step back and down block, although obviously it's on the left side now. And then I'm going to do an out to in block. Down block, out to in block. Down block, out to in block. That's one. Well, that's two of them I'm going to show you today. And the other one is going to be down block, out to in block here. Okay. First one we're going to do today, which I know at least some of my students have done already, is major outer reap. What's going to happen here, with the footwork together, and I'll show you this with partner in a second. I'm going to step back, down block, in down block like we were just doing. And then I'm going to take a short step in, just barely in front of this foot, and throw an elbow. This elbow is going to be either to the person's rib, or if they're much shorter than you, it could be to their head. And then I'm going to turn in place, boom, and throw a back elbow at their ribs. This one I want at the ribs because I want them to bend back. From here, I'm going to take this hand and reach around their body and do a major outer reap. Basically, I'm going to pull their upper body in front so they're off balance and pick up their leg with my close leg. So whole thing together. Step back, down block, into out block, step in with an elbow, turning elbow, wrap their upper body, and reap. One more time. Down block, into out block, elbow, turning back elbow, grab, reap. Alright. So you bow to people watching you, you bow to each other, and then you get set. The attacker sets up first and key ups. Tap!
Yes!
The defender key ups and says they're ready, and that means it's time for the attacker to attack.
Sir.
Front kick,
Yes,
front
sir.
punch,
Yes.
step in with an elbow,
Sir.
back turning elbow, grab, and reap. Alright, one more time. So, tap!
Yes.
Good, remember attacker, you want to attack only as fast as you're willing to have the other person defend. So nice and controlled and slow at this point. I'm trying to get my kick right at her midsection. So if Mindy doesn't move back or block, I should
Yes, sir.
kick her to the midsection. Same thing with the punch. So I just did the kick,
Yes.
boom, kind of block.
Yes,
Block, and
sir.
step back. Boom.
Yes, sir.
At this point, if Mindy doesn't move, I should maybe she's a little out of range, but maybe like touch her in the nose or the chin, but not more than that. But that slow enough that if she doesn't do anything, I'm not going to hurt her. Alright, so whole thing beginning again. Tap!
Yes. Yes, sir. Sir.
Good. Step in with the elbow. Notice the short step. From here, she hasn't crossed the leg, hasn't crossed her foot in front of my foot yet. She's going to turn behind herself and elbow me. Mindy likes to do that
Yes,
high
sir.
elbow. You can also do the low elbow there. Either's okay. Right? From here, see how Mindy wrapped around? I'll show you the other direction in a second. She's wrapping around here and getting me off balance so that she's ready to throw me. And the throw would be, if we were doing it, she's going to reach my leg out, pick up my leg, boom, and I'd fall. We're not doing that because we don't have a nice mask to fall on at the moment, but you can at least set up for it. Alright, from the other side.
You still ready?
Yep. Tap!
Yes. Yes, sir. Sir. Yes.
High elbow. Second one should be low.
Sir.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
Good. So she should bring her arm across my neck and shoulders here to pull me off balance so that she can throw me. Here is major outer reap from a different angle. Tap!
Yes. Shoo. Shoo. Yes. Sir. Shoo.
Next one on this side is going to be what we call armbar footsweep. So I'm going to down block into down block again, but this time I'm going to turn after the block and grab their arm. And I'm going to step in. This is a pivot step. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping my weight on this foot, and I'm using the fact that I'm swinging my body this way to pull their body this way. I'll show you that with a partner in a second. But so if I was demonstrating from this side here, boom, boom, what's going to happen is here's going to stay, and I'm going to pivot around that side. So I'm using my pivot in to pull them forward. As I do this, I'm going to extend their arm that I just grabbed all the way through. I'm going to reach around their head, take that forward. This could be an arm bar, so I could be hyperextending their elbow with my hip. And then from here, I'm going to pull them back the other way and sweep the foot out. So, down block, into out block, grab, step in, I'm pulling their arm out, wrapping around their head, stepping forward into an arm bar, and then now that I'm out of the way, I can pull them through to block their leg as I dump them on the ground. I'll show you one from this angle. Down block, into out block, step in. Here, Armbar Footsweep.
Okay. I guess we're doing both ankles.
Yeah. Sa.
Us. Sa. Us.
Okay, you're not doing that. You're not stepping.
They're the big step in.
Yeah, you need to do that on the second mark.
I'm gonna do it again.
Sa.
Us. Ussa. Sa. Us.
Sa.
Us. Ussa. Ussa. Us. Set.
Okay, one more time on the clock. No. I don't work. Sa.
Us.
Alright, so kick punch, down block, in down block like before. At this point, Mindy's going to slide her hand down and grab my arm. And then she's going to use her step in as a pivot around her front foot to throw her body weight forward and my body weight around. Go ahead. Boom. Like that. Go ahead back. Alright, so it's the pivot like that. So she's got my hand here, and she's going to pull my hand that way as she steps forward. Boom, and that pulls me off balance. She can also basically hit me in the back of the head or shoulder to pull me down here if she wants me out here. Now at this point, rotate a little bit, you can see, she has my arm extended against her elbow. Or sorry, she has my elbow extended against her hip. If she wanted to here, she could pop her hip forward, and she's pulling back on here and back on there and make me tap. In this particular position, you don't have a lot of control of that, but what you're looking for instead of the actual armbar is the reaction. So if she pulls me down here, she should be able to get an armbar. My reaction is going to be to start pulling this back in. And because I'm pulling it back in, what she's going to do is dump me backwards. Boom. So she's waiting for me out here to have the reaction to sit back up, and then as I do that, she's going to over twist me and cause me to go off balance. One more time. Tap.
Us. Shoot. Shoot. Us.
Here is Armbar Footsweep. Tap.
Us. Shoot. Shoot.
Finally, the other one I'm going to show you today is a wrist lock. This one's the one that starts different, so this starts right foot forward, left foot back. Step back, down block, out to in block, and now I'm going to wrap around their arm and reach down to their wrist, getting my, we call it an Xbox grip or a burrito grip, because it's like you would be holding a burrito or playing a video game controller here. I'm going to fold their wrist in and step around to take their place. So, down block, out to in block, grab, pull, fold the wrist, and step it. Last one, outer wrist twist. Tap.
Us. Shoot. Shoot.
Tap.
Us. Shoot.
Alright, so this one was a different block, was an out to in block. After the block, she's like we did before, she's going to slide down and grab down with the wrist. She's then going to match that grip on the other side into the burrito or Xbox grip here. And at this point, what she's doing is folding my wrist in basically trying to make my fingers touch my elbow. And then she's going to turn to take my place. You see my feet are here. She wants her feet to come around about in that position too. She's going to step in here and then pivot behind her there. Now if she does that, at the moment she's letting loose on my wrist so that she doesn't hurt me or make me have to fall. But if she keeps a tight grip on the wrist, a tight fold on the wrist as she does that, it's going to make me have to roll all the way through to this side. One more. Tap.
This shoo.
Grab, fold, and step in that back step. Other direction. Tap.
This shoo.
Here is outer wrist twist. Tap.
This shoo.
Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. Please do check out the links from Philly Yongmudo. You'll see these techniques at a much fuller speed and fuller intensity, but what I was hoping to give you today was sort of the beginner walkthrough version. If you'd like, video yourself doing it and send it to me. I'd be happy to review it and watch them and give you some comments back. Hope everybody's doing okay, and hope to see you soon.